So we have 3 of your colleagues who we've been meeting with every 2 weeks, and I sure hope they're here. I don't see them. Oh, there they are. All right, here we go. There's one. There's Mr. Angati for Poliquitas. And do we have Miss Gina Leonard from Sky Ranch? And we have Miss Laura Petersen from Desert Skies. And these 3 dynamic, delightful, I'm coming up with another D and I can't think of it. Let's see, what do we got? Daring! There you go! Awesome! Daring leaders of your school district. They're going to talk to you today about equitable access through technology and what they're doing in their new schools. And I'm just going to be really, really blunt here. You know, they're up here, and just like we've had every time for LTL Ed Talks, this isn't easy to go in front of your colleagues. And what the one thing is that I want to stress with these guys is that, yeah, they have shiny, brand new buildings. They're fabulous buildings, and they're going to be filled with fabulous teachers, and they're going to be filled with fabulous technology. But there's not one thing that Dawn and Gina and Laura are going to talk to you today that you cannot do in your buildings. Because again, it's about equitable access, and it's about what's right for kids. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Laura.
So good morning, and thanks for the opportunity to be here. Sawa called a couple of days ago and said, "Come, it'll be great." We sort of gave each other that look. And a really special thank you to all the people that have gone before us, because you've made it look very simple and easy, and it's not. So job well done to all of you. So I was asked to speak on leadership, and I'm going to just sort of share my story. So my story starts 25 years ago. I was 23, freshly graduated from college, ready to conquer the world, and pretty sure I knew everything. Yeah. Little did I know that the real learning and education was just beginning. I was first hired to teach kindergarten through 6th grade resource at Lois Allen in Sun Valley. At the time, I had no idea that I would spend 15 years of my professional life in that school. I continued on to teach a 4-5-6 image class, taking you back a few years, as well as serving as the dean of students. Clearly, I was enamored with the school, but quite honestly, I loved the community. I stepped away for a little bit to be an assistant principal at a few other schools, and then I couldn't take it any longer, so I came back to Lois Allen for my first principalship. Like I said, love the community. Really, Sun Valley is an easy place to fall in love with. It is filled with rich tradition, a profound sense of community, and tremendous pride. I remember from the very beginning hearing from families just how badly the Valley needed a middle school. As my own education took flight, I too could see the importance of building a middle school in Sun Valley. We had 4 elementary schools, and each year adjustments were made in zoning, and our students were bused to various middle schools in the district. I remember sitting in transition meetings and working with other schools such as Billinghurst and Clayton and Traynor and Shaw and Sparks and O'Brien, all wonderful schools, great schools, but schools too far away from home and from family. So I can't even really start to explain to you just how excited I am to be serving as the principal at the long-awaited middle school in Sun Valley. It is by far the greatest honor of my career. It is so incredible to have one of the most cutting-edge facilities, one of the most technologically advanced sites being built in the Valley. Though it has taken a long time, the reality is by far surpassing expectations. As you can imagine, one of the biggest jobs in opening a new school is finding the very best people to fill the 100 or so positions. Yeah, it's like times 5 interviews. That's a lot of interviews. So this task started for us last fall as we were given the green light to go ahead and hire some of our essential personnel. And while I knew this would be a tough job, I was surprised at the emotion that was involved with it. We asked candidates to apply in November, knowing that they would be keeping their day jobs, working a night job, being paid just for the day job. We asked them to submit videos and do all they could to demonstrate their competencies of digital learning in 21st century. So we got into the process, and it was clear rather suddenly that everyone and their mother and their father and their brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles all wanted to work at Sky Ranch. And if they didn't want to work at Sky Ranch, then they wanted to work at Poliquetas. And it was great, really. It was fun seeing all of the interest in the schools. Because Gina and I were hiring upwards of 15 people, and Don got his 2. So, but the videos and the applicants kept coming in, and each day their inboxes were filled, and mine was slowly climbing. And really, I was really sort of puzzled by this at first, because I couldn't figure out why were there so many people interested in teaching at Poliquetas and Sky Ranch. I know they're going to be great schools. Why did they not want to work at Desert Skies? And so this really caused me to stop and question some things. I started with myself personally. Was, or is there something about my leadership style that was keeping people away? Or perhaps, was it something to do with the demographics of the school? Desert Skies Middle School will be the first school in Washoe County to open designated as a Title I school. Honestly, it's been a good place for me to be. It's challenged me to reflect on my own practices, recognize places that I could refine, and recognize new growth areas for myself as an administrator. It also challenged me to hone in on my look and my listen fors as I went to screen the candidates. When I started to dig into the videos and the applicants, I was so incredibly impressed with the caliber of candidates that were applying for my lead positions. Experienced, distinguished educators with respected references fully supporting them and their desire to be a part of Desert Skies. I was able to hire a leadership team that is equally as invested and passionate as I am about Desert Skies and the Sun Valley community. A while back, I came across a quote: "Build a team so strong, you don't know who the boss is." I believe this has been a driver for me throughout the process, and I firmly believe that this is what I have been able to achieve. Not to say that they all want to be the boss, but every single one of my team. Kim, our kitchen manager, Sarah, our social studies lead, my amazing assistant principal, Teresa, every single person on our team, we're genuinely committed to creating and upholding a powerful vision that will stand year after year. We are all determined to get it right. Really, I didn't think I could be more excited about my job, but then our team came together, and wow. Together, we have engaged in professional learning focused on equity and diversity, restorative practice, social emotional learning, mission, vision, creed, 21st century. I think one of the most enjoyable parts for myself has been able to fully engage with the learning with the team. We take classes together. We lean in together to understand privilege and bias. We share the process of identifying what brings us joy, and we agree on things that we need to bless and release. In the short span of maybe just about 8 weeks, I'm amazed with what we've accomplished. We've agreed since day one that we want something at our school the likes of Washoe County School District has yet to see. We agree we want an innovative schedule that will engage students at the highest level, a climate that welcomes, celebrates, and cherishes all, a place where everyone wants to be. We want a school that knows in order to help students prepare for their future means we have to think about the most technology-based businesses and careers right now and use that as our baseline. We know that we have to allow our students to develop the strongest 21st century competencies. They have to be given the time to take risks with these skills, generalize with these skills, learn to apply these skills in a multitude of settings, and collaborate with these skills. Our work on our mission, vision, and matrix is beginning to take commendable shape. See, at Desert Skies, we are scorpion strong. We are significant, we are tenacious, we are resilient, we are optimistic, we are noble, and we are grateful. Significant, meaning we are important and we matter. Tenacious, we can and we will. Resilient, the bravest thing we will ever do. Optimistic, seeing the good in everything. Noble, doing right, especially when no one is watching. And grateful, thankful for what we already have while pursuing all we want. We continuously challenge ourselves to think beyond typical and traditional and reach for extraordinary. While my journey to put me here today talking with you about leadership at Desert Skies Middle School may have started 25 years ago, just down the road, I'm fairly confident that the best part of my journey is still to come. Our team has completed one piece of our leadership task, our creed, and this is what I'd like to leave you with today. Words we live by, the Desert Skies Middle School Creed. To understand I matter, I am important, I am worthy, valued, significant. I want to pursue my passion, tenacious, be unstoppable. No excuses, follow my dreams, help everyone reach their potential. Persevere, never give up on dreams, learn from failures, and move forward. Resilient. Optimistic, good is all around me. Look for the good in myself, look for the good in others. Help others see the positive side of life. Scorpions always do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Follow the right path, travel the high road, noble. Appreciate what you have, strive for more, grateful. Respect others for their differences, embrace change, and be scorpion strong. Thank you.